Mother's Day is all about giving moms the credit they deserve, and moms, well, they often give us some of the best financial and money-saving advice. Joining me now, financial professional Brad Zucker. Brad, good morning to you.
Thank you very much. Happy holiday weekend to you.
Happy holiday weekend
awesome.
to you
Thank
as
you.
well.
Thank you.
All right, so best advice from mom. I mean, the moms just give us all of the advice in the world.
Absolutely, sure.
A lot of it has to do with money, and they start with budgeting, right? How to create a proper budget.
Absolutely. Look, moms are great at identifying ways that we could save money. And almost always it starts out with starting a budget. So before you can start saving money, you have to know how you're spending your money. So if you're strapped for cash or you're living paycheck to paycheck, start tracking what's coming in and what's going out every month. Identify what you're spending too much money on and what you can cut back on. And we've got a link to a budget worksheet right on our website at safemoneyadvisorsenvy.com to help people get started.
You always have the most helpful tools, and that's the best when you can just plug in your numbers and it pops out what you need to know.
Absolutely.
Okay, the next one, moms say to live within your means, right?
Absolutely. This is Money Management 101. Spend wisely. Know the difference between a want and a need. Every time you make a purchase, know if it's a want or a need. If it's a want, is what you're paying for worth it? Because we all love electronics and gadgets and accessories, but we also have mandatory needs like a safe home or a quality education. So if you're about to make a big decision, financial or otherwise, you've got to think long and hard about the pros and cons, whether it's something as small as buying a new car or as large as launching a new business venture. This will take emotions out of decision making.
Absolutely. This is definitely something that I learned from my mom. Every store that we would go into, they always offer credit cards. She would always deny them, says we don't need them. So using credit cards wisely, right? Yeah,
credit cards are an important tool to build earned good credit, which you're going to need when you buy a house or lease a car or rent an apartment. Never use credit cards as a substitute for cash, because the way to build good credit and avoid those excessive fees and charges is to pay your balances on time every month. And of course, if you can't afford something, wait until you can or choose to do without it.
Absolutely. You don't need everything, right,
exactly.
People? Wants and needs. I love it. Start saving early.
Yes, this is a lesson that all moms teach us. It's in fact what we teach at our workshops, which is learn how to save and invest, but put it into practice. Like contributions to a company 401k. A majority of employers match your contribution up to a certain percentage. That's free money. And think about considering making contributions into IRAs or Roth IRAs. That will really help beef up your future retirement savings. I
got to say, my dad has really helped me understand those things. He's always the one that I call for taxes or 401k questions. Real quick, Brad, let's wrap up with just any other tips that you have.
Yeah, I think you're bringing up a very good point, because we tend to see men take more of a control in finance and retirement planning, and women must play a more active role. A recent study showed more than half of women left critical financial decisions to their male partner. The reality is, however, women on average live longer than men and are left with important financial decisions. I saw this in my own family as my grandmother outlived her husband by 24 years and was left with less income, higher taxes and inflation, and stock market volatility. This is all avoidable, which is why we focus on helping women make smart financial decisions.
Brad, as always, so many incredible tips. Thank
you
so much.
Thank
Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there. Thank you for all of the great advice, Mom and Brad. More news and weather coming up after the break.